So Saturday, the first band we both saw was Megadeth.
Yeah. Which I kind of rushed towards because Megadeth used to be my favourite band and they're still one of my favourite bands of all time. These guys obviously went forward, so I had to rush through the mud to get it, and these guys like, oh, it's alright, we'll take our time. Doesn't matter if it's half a fucking set.
I actually, to be fair, I missed one of my favourite songs by Megadeth, which was Hang 18. And I didn't realise I didn't realise we were going to open with that.
Well, like the two songs that you probably like the most, like because the beginning track of Dystopia and Hang 18 were both at the start of the show. Which is why you need to get there on time.
So I missed them. I missed both of them songs. I was in a terrible spot, so I didn't really enjoy them as much. All. I didn't enjoy them at all, to be honest, because we were so far out, and I missed two of them.
I bet you regret not getting further.
Yeah, it was pretty boring from the outskirts.
So yeah, I was by myself obviously, so I went in there and I honestly I really like Megadeth live, and I've seen them quite a lot of times. And this was my favourite time seeing them. I was in a perfect position. I was right next to the circle pits, and the circle pits was absolutely crazy for it, especially when Holy Wars came on, and I was just like, it was a really tight set. I love to see the new songs live, and they played some of the cool old ones, like I love seeing Holy Wars, Peace Cells and all that again. She-Wolf, all some of my favourite songs, and this really did it for me. I don't know what it was, the weather wasn't exactly great, but it wasn't raining either, so that kind of went into play as well.
I think the crowd took the new album pretty well as well.
Yeah, I think because we're talking about the crowd wasn't too good for some bands.
Yeah.
I felt like for Megadeth somehow they were actually really, really good. Like everyone was kind of getting involved, singing along and putting their fists up and stuff.
I couldn't really be part of that. As I said, I was on the outskirts, so I didn't embrace the pits as like you did.
Yeah.
It was so boring at the outskirts.
They're definitely a band we have to get involved with, I think.
Yeah, I'd see him again. I was excited to see him, but I was let down probably because of the position I was in and because I didn't really, I wasn't in a rush to see him, so I missed some of my favourite songs by him as well. So, but I'm not as big a fan as Brad, so.
No, I'm a pretty big fan of Megadeth. So for me it was really good, but even then I wasn't expected to do one of my favourite bands of the weekend. I think I like quite a lot of thrash bands, and I wouldn't put Megadeth as one of my top live bands because I've seen a lot of good thrash bands. I really like Exodus live, and I really like bands like Sepultura live. Sepultura is my favourite live band. So I didn't expect to be that far, but I really enjoyed it, and just seeing Mustaine just shred up there was pretty impressive.
Seeing that boring old man up there. I'm joking. I'm sorry, guys. Just joking.
But no, I really enjoyed Megadeth. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. So the band we saw from Megadeth was Skins Red, which is our first time seeing them live, wasn't it? I gotta say, they're really impressed by them live. I think Benji definitely knows how to get a crowd going.
Yeah, it is a really good front man. The whole crowd, literally the whole crowd, were getting involved. Yeah. And he sort of made people get involved as well. He'd sing them, I'm like, what you doing?
It was amazing, literally everybody in the crowd was jumping to it, and they also, it's one of the big hits, but I'm glad they played Doom Riff because Doom Riff's my favourite song. I've kind of been listening to them a lot recently, I've always liked Skins Red, but recently I'm proper into them, so I think seeing them live after that was just absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I've only heard two albums, which is Babylon and Kill the Power.
I'm really a big fan of the Union Black album, so they played a bit off that, which is good. But yeah, but really impressed by them live, tight set.
Out there was super fun.
Yeah, I was definitely enjoying it. The funniest thing was just when they're doing the Newport helicopter, because I was absolutely soaked and wet because obviously it was raining for every single day except from the first 2 days, and I was only wearing my t-shirt because I went out thinking it was going to be okay, and my hoodie was soaked anyway, so I couldn't wear that. So I was just trying to take my t-shirt off, trying to do the Newport helicopter. I was like, help! I'm just there. He's like, do the Newport helicopter. I was there, my t-shirt off my head, Michael, help!
So he goes t-shirt off, I took my hoodie off, and so we both did the Newport helicopter, and then just started getting tangled in each other.
I was like, Michael, fuck off!
So I thought, alright, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to let him do it, I'll go without. And then he started smacking me in the face, not knowing, with his fucking t-shirt, he's hit me in the face, and I'm just like, fucking hell.
It's a bastard. It's just brutal, isn't it?
Yeah,
really enjoyed Skindred.
There was a sad part of it though. It was like a little memorial.
No, he's talking about his friend, and he has like with an acoustic set. I mean, I don't think that was. Is that a Skindred song?
I don't
Because
know. I've
that
never heard it before.
And I mean, by the way the crowd reaction, like everyone was kind of like cheering and like going along with it, but no one really knew the lyrics. So I'm guessing it is. Unless they came with it on the spot there, or they planned it for just this particular set.
I don't know. It was weird one that. Like it was mid set as well.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It was mid set. He did it, but it didn't kill anyone's mood at all. I think
no, it's nice to have like a
little
little change of mood from a band that's always like got everyone constantly jumping to like. There's like a quite kind of chill vibe. And
then everyone was back to it, back jumping. That's what I like about Skindred. It's not just headbang, it's jumping and getting involved. And that Newport helicopter at the end is just the cherry on top.
It's awesome.
It was really fun.
But yeah, we really enjoyed Skindred.
Band, the headliner of Saturday was Black Sabbath, and by God, did they deliver.
Like literally, Black Sabbath to me like was the best band of the weekend. Like such a legendary band, such a lovely set. I don't know why he's lovely to describe Black Sabbath set, but it was awesome. Like I mean, there's a lot of old stuff, wasn't it? Like there wasn't even anything off 13 or anything. It was like a lot of Paranoid, a bit of Master of Reality. It was just fantastic, like seeing Hand of Doom, seeing obviously stuff like Children of the Grave, obviously Black Sabbath.
And Snowblind, I didn't think the place
Snowblind was great. I really love Fairies Wear Boots as well, that was fucking amazing.
I've waited so long, this is my first time seeing Black Sabbath, and I've waited so long to see him, and I'm so happy I got to see him in a lifetime. And it was raining throughout the whole set, wasn't it? Yeah. But something about it just seemed really like cool to me. It did seem fitting,
especially for the opener Black Sabbath. I mean, that had rain in the audio anyway, so it's just funny to like have it there as well. It just needed a bit of fun.
It genuinely was like one of my favourite bands to see. I'm so happy got to see him.
I mean, I saw them live in 2012, but this time was my favourite time seeing them. Back then, like that was when I was just kind of like just slowly like breaking into metal. I didn't really know much by them except for the main ones, obviously. But this time, like I had a good understanding of most of their songs anyway. I thought this is absolutely fantastic. Like, had a great spot. Like, I mean, we were split then because you kind of disappeared. I was like, what the fuck's Michael gone?
We originally started in the sort of middle sort of area.
Middle left a bit, yeah.
But I was having none of that, and I wasn't being a dick about it, but I was trying to get to the front. Like when people were crowd surfing, I would go underneath them just to get to the front because I've waited so long to see Black Sabbath, and I didn't want anything to ruin it. And I had such a fun time. I was just jumping up and down and when all the songs, and this guy was in front of me and was like, "Can you just stand back, please?" And I just was like, "No!" And I just totally went for it because I absolutely loved it. I thought the set was perfect, actually. The whole set list. Really enjoyed every song on there.
Yeah, it was absolutely perfect. So, like from where I was, like I mean, I had some like good space to kind of like just stand there and like rock out, and then I was just like, I was enjoying it so much. Like, and just even the little effects that they had, like you know, like the fire in the background and stuff. I thought this is just so fitting and cool.
That's the thing. They didn't need some big fancy set. They said they were a headliner as well. They wasn't that big of a fancy set, really.
No, but it
was
worked
pretty basic. Yeah, it was basic.
A band with like the stats of Black Sabbath just don't need anything more.
Yeah,
it's just perfect.
And
great set, great show.
Ozzy was great as well. I heard people saying that his voice went up to scratch.
I think it was. I'm sorry, but you try to sing at 62 or however old he is now.
Yeah,
and you try and do
definitely getting on now.
At the end of the day, like Black Sabbath, the band that started it all, and it was just cool to see them. Like, they were my favourite band of the weekend, and they proper delivered.
Absolutely killed it. I thought.
Oh my god! Like, fucking, let's talk about the drummer.
The drummer.
I'm not sure exactly. I'm not sure.
Is
it still Tommy? Because I remember, I swear they had Rage Against the Machine's drummer at some point, and I wasn't sure if that was him.
Who is this guy from?
Huh?
Who was this?
I don't know. I have to look it up actually. But it was absolutely insane. Like every time you thought the drum solo was over, it'd be like.
Yeah, it was so rapid, and it was awesome. But then, to be fair, he did it about 4 times. Like he did some really awesome fucking drums. Then he'd be like, "I'm doing it again." And they did this different one, and then he kept doing it again and again. I was just sort of like, "Yeah, come on, can we see Black Sabbath?" Like, can we see Ozzy Tony?
To be fair, I would like them to do like one more song, like. I mean, I honestly would have liked to see something off 13.
Yeah.
Because I really like it. I think maybe like the end is the beginning would be cool to see.
To be fair, 13 definitely.
It's definitely come back out.
Yeah. I mean, it's typical Sabbath. They didn't change anything. They didn't try out new, which is good though, because you don't want that.
They don't have to. They're just that good and like that legendary that they can just do what the fuck they want.
Yeah,
It'll be
and
awesome.
I thought it was a great moment where they had the end in the background, and they both all of them were in the middle, arms around each other. I thought it was good.
Yeah,
a good little send off. Really.
I'd like to see them when they're playing Leeds, like.
On Birmingham House, but the tickets are really expensive. That's why I was happy I got to see them at Download.
Yeah, just in
Had
case
a
we
great
get to see them
experience.
again.
It was awesome.
Yeah, so if that was the last time I'd go and see a Black Sabbath, it was definitely a good time. So
Just seeing it in my lifetime, I think it's good.
Definitely.
Like from a band I never thought I'd see.
So if you haven't got to see them yet, see them on the End Tour.